3 days striking against the Big Three. Next on Today in St. Louis, how the UAW strike is impacting employees on and off the picket line.
And here's the view out over St. Louis Lambert Airport. A little bit of fog trying to form on the horizon there. I'll fill you in on the rest of your day.
Whoa! Transforming porches into stages, the free local music festival happening today just outside of Forest Park.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
We made it to Sunday, and we are focused on a live look of the Gateway Arch this morning. Isn't she just stunning? She's shimmering.
Oh, it's
She's
beautiful.
shimmering right now. But as you know, the lights are off. And you know, the lights are off this month because of migration and, you know, those birds for the winter. So,
yeah,
you know, it's funky there. But listen, it's still shimmering. Perfect open to Sunday Fun Day. I'm Travis Cummins. It is September 17th.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. We're obviously joined by Weather First meteorologist Tracy Hinson. And we are your official weekend crew on both Saturday and Sunday.
And if you're wondering where Sydney went, she's now Monday through Friday. She'll be anchoring our 4 a.m. show.
We're really proud of her. She'll be anchoring and reporting.
We are just moving things around here, but for the better.
But for the better, exactly. I know, Tracy, we talked about yesterday, people who like summer, we may feel those temperatures again soon.
Yes, they are definitely coming back this week. They're going to start filling in a little bit today. Now, yesterday, that cloud cover and the little bit of rainfall we had, that really curbed a lot of our heating that we could have gotten. This is a 24-hour loop here, so it shows those afternoon showers. A lot of it really started to dissipate as it made its way into the metro area, but a couple of showers did come through. That's why I told everyone don't cancel any plans. And then those storms did seem to miss most of us, with the exception of just hitting Rolla and some of my southern counties there late last night. So through the rest of our day today, we are going to have pretty comfortable conditions here. Temperature-wise this morning, we're already off to a pretty good start. It's 58 degrees, very comfortable. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 5 miles per hour. I know that humidity percentage seems high. It's always high overnight. That's just what happens with humidity. It's at 90%. Now through the rest of our day today in St. Louis, wow, very comfortable. We're going to make it into the mid to upper 70s. We're going to have a couple of stray clouds here and there throughout the rest of the day. Coming up, I'll outline those temperatures that are going to come awfully close to 90.
All right. Thank you so much, Tracy. Well, new this morning, the St. Louis Police Department's Homicide Division is looking into a deadly shooting. 3.5 hours ago, they responded to reports of gunshots on North 21st Street and found a man dead. And that's just east of North Florissant Avenue. Right now, no word on any suspects.
While many in the bi-state were glued to the TV during the Mizzou K-State game yesterday, myself included, local United Auto workers were picketing outside the GM plant in Wentzville. Today is day 3 of the strike. Now they're demanding better wages, shorter work weeks, and more benefits.
And this morning, UAW members can no longer apply for strike pay. The deadline passed overnight. Diamond Palmer spoke with employees registering for the picket line about what this means for their livelihoods.
United Auto workers are continuing the fight for better pay, benefits, and working conditions one day at a time.
And we want to be able to afford to buy the cars that we build.
For 20 years, Pamela Mason has done back-breaking work at the GM plant in Wentzville. She serves on UAW's Local 2250 board as their financial secretary. Today, her duties look a little different. She's at the local hall registering people for their strike duties.
Today was a day that was set aside for us to have help to come in to mass register our membership.
Mason says the task of registering nearly 4,000 employees from the plant isn't easy. Strikers I talked to off camera said this morning lines were long, but buses kept rolling in this evening. If strikers don't register today, they risk delaying strike pay by 1 week.
Picking Wentzville turns the heat up tremendously.
Vandaris Simpson, former UAW Local 2250 president, has 40 years at the GM plant. He says the strike is strategic. Other locations include the Ford plant in Wayne, Michigan, and the Stellantis plant in Toledo, Ohio.
We don't hope that other plants strike. We hope that they'll come back to the bargaining table and this thing is in as quickly as possible. No one wins when we go on strike.
When they give me back my my pensions and in the tiers and give back my equitable fair share, then I'll retire. But for right now, I still have to fight for the rest of the people that can't fight for themselves.
Do you think it could take 40-something days again?
I sure hope not. I sure hope that they can sit down and come to some type of mutual agreement on what's fair and what's equitable for us. But I hope not. I don't want to see another 41-day strike.
Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
And this morning, there are growing concerns for thousands of union workers. Ford and General Motors announced they will lay off 2,600 UAW employees as a ripple effect of work stoppages from striking plants. UAW's president responded in a statement saying, quote, "Their plan won't work. The UAW will make sure any worker layoff in the Big Three's latest attack will not go without an income." Now, I know, Travis, you checked in on the picket line yesterday. What was the morale like? What was the atmosphere like?
I did, and what's very clear is that all of these folks are really passionate about their work, right? So a lot of them have been in the business for 10 years or more, and they're just really standing firm that, you know, these are hard jobs, right? And so they really want that time off. They want to see those things that they're demanding, the better pay, their pensions. They want to make sure all of those things are full so that they can support their families, essentially. That's really what they want. And that's what all of our industries that are striking are seeing. These are hard jobs, nursing, all of these things, you know, working for big plants. So, you know, the Wentzville plant is one of only 3 striking right now nationwide, and you can stay updated on contract negotiations and the impact on our local economy through our 5+ app. It's free on your phone's app store.
Thanks for staying on top of that, Travis. We're taking a live look at road work on Interstate 5570 in St. Clair County. Can't really see much. It's a little dark outside. But right now, the southbound lanes are closed while IDOT crews make repairs. The detour signs will direct you to 255 and 64. They will reopen the roads before the morning rush tomorrow, thankfully.
And it's a new week, and we've got 3 important events coming up that you should keep an eye on. Tomorrow, one of the Illinois Safety Act's most controversial tenets goes into effect: the abolishment of cash bail. That means judges can no longer detain suspects accused of nonviolent offenses. Supporters say that cash bail is a penalty on poverty and unfairly benefits the wealthy. Critics say cash bail ensured defendants would show up for their court dates and prevented them from committing crimes throughout their trials.
Also today, Tuesday, the International Institute of St. Louis and Arch Grants founder will unveil the new Latino Attraction Program. So far, all we know is it's an effort to entice immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, and beyond to move to and work in the St. Louis area.
And on Wednesday, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley will hold a rally outside the U.S. Capitol calling for justice for victims of nuclear waste in the St. Louis area. Hawley has been at the forefront of efforts to compensate local victims of waste from the Manhattan Project. He added legislation to the National Defense Act. The Senate passed it, but it's waiting on House approval.